Now the next important thing that we will see in this module is gateway. Okay, so what is Power BI or what is gateway in Power BI service? And this is very much important whenever it is or we want to have an scheduled refresh for our reports, then gateway should be enabled. Okay, so we will see in proper way what a gateway is and how to enable it. Okay, so a gateway is nothing but a secure bridge that allows Power BI service to connect on premises data source, right? So now there are two different parts over here. One is Power BI service and another is on premises data source. And why we need Power BI gateway, that is also important. Okay. So now Power BI service, it is located on cloud, nothing but at Azure. Okay, the base of it is Azure, which is a cloud service on which Power BI service is created, or on Power BI online is been created, and where we publish all our data source, or we publish all our reports over there. Now let's say whatever report is been published. Okay, let's say if I show you, if this is the report that I have published over here. Now the data right now is up to 2025. Let's say in future you want a system that the data should be refreshed daily, nothing but every day's data should be brought in the system, so that you will have an up-to-date data, and the dashboard will be also refreshed with that data, and you will have or you can take an insight of live data, right? But there are second case, the data is located on premises. On premises is nothing but your data may be stored inside your local system or under a firewall. Okay, nothing but behind a firewall is nothing but it is located in, let's say, a database, a Postgre database, or it is located inside your local network in a Excel file, or in a flat file, so in a CSV file. Okay, so Power BI service is a complete different platform, and data source is located at the one complete different platform. So these two platforms, when we have to connect so that we get a live and updated data in our reports, then we need a gateway as a secure bridge in between that. Nothing but Power BI gateway will work as a bridge in between, so that it can bring the live data to our reports, right? That's the use of Power BI's gateways, right? Because a Power BI service is so secure that unless and until you do not create an gateway in between these two, that is to bring a live data from your data source into Power BI report, you will not be able to see the up-to-date reports with new data which will be updated, right? That's the reason, always remember, it enables a Power BI service to access on premises data, right? Without moving it to the cloud, nothing but without moving entire on premise data into the cloud, we can connect it to the on premise data, and then bring only required refreshed data to the cloud and show it into our reports, right? And it is necessary because on premises data source are usually behind the firewall. Behind mean nothing but out of the firewall of Power BI service, which is inside the local network, right? And direct access of Power BI service to these on-premises data sources are not allowed due to security reason, because there might be a case that a firewall might be breached, or it may be broke, and someone might enter into your Power BI service and take the sensitive data out of it, right? So gateway solves this problem, and it is a complete encrypted connection from your network. Okay, nothing but it is a very very secure connection that it provides in between Power BI service and your on-premise data source, so that nobody can break that encryption, right? So now how to work with these gateways and how to enable those, right? So here you can see, if you come over here, you have to actually install that gateway first, right? It is not directly present inside your data source. You will have to create that gateway, right? So if you can see this dashboard I have created by using a you can see a data which is there inside my local, right? Because it is inside onto my on premises, right? So if I go to my dashboard, nothing but let's say this course. Okay, so this is the data which has been present. I will, so you can see this is the data which I have used and which is located on my local, and this report is right now on my server, that is on Power BI service. Now anything I update in this data, if I open this data, Any new record which I update over here, let's say I am adding a new record, bottom 5 to 6 record which I will be adding over here, those records should be brought onto my Power BI service. For that, I have to create a gateway. So now to have a gateway, we will have to download it first, right? The gateways we have to download. So wherever you go, if you go on home button or anywhere, you have an option over here over called as download. So when I click on download, there is an option here called Power BI or data gateway option will be there, right? You just have to click on the data gateway. So it will open an Microsoft page for us where you have to download the gateway. Now there are two types of gateway. Here you can say connect to on-premises sources with the Power BI gateway. So there are two options for us. One is standard mode and one is the personal mode. Okay. So if you scroll down, they have provided a complete way of understanding the standard mode and personal mode, right? So you can say standard mode works with Power BI, Power Apps, Azure, Power Automate, and every all of this. And whereas personal mode will only be a connection created between Power BI and the on-premises, whereas this will create the gateway between all of these, right? So for us, if you say for our case, we will use a personal mode because all my data is inside the local, and if you are working for a company which is a large company, so then you have to go with standard mode over there, right? So which allows you a direct query option as well, right? Direct query is nothing but you will be connected to your data source where the live data will be brought, right? But for us, we will be using a personal mode because right now we have the data on our local and we are not a big organization. So we'll go over here and we will just click on personal mode. So you just click on personal mode and you can see it will be downloaded because it is almost 500 MB. So it will take some time to download. And once it is downloaded, then what you have to do, you have to install it. Okay. So if I go over here, I have already downloaded it. Here you can see, and I will just now open it. So let me open it, and here I will, you can see I've opened it. So I'll pause this download and I'll just open with a folder. Okay, and here you can see on premises gateway is there for me. I'll just click on this. You have to install it actually, so just click on it. It will take some time to open and you have to make install. So I'll just accept. I will install it. Okay, just install it from start to end. Okay, so it will take some time. So this is where it has been installing. You have to be patient with it. Just be patient. So now it is installing. So you will have to provide some credentials while you install it. So be aware of that. You should know your Microsoft credentials when you install it. Okay, so the same credentials, whatever you have used for your this login over here, you have to use the same credentials. Okay, so make sure that you have it. Okay, so I'll just see my account, and from here I will just copy my email ID quickly. So this is the one. Okay. Alright, so now it is asking me my email ID, so I'll just copy it from here and I'll paste it. Okay, so you can see this is my email ID and I will just click on sign in. Okay, and after sign in, it will ask me my password as well. Okay, so this is the one which I have to sign in. I will sign in with that. So you can see the gateway is so secure that it will ask you the single sign on as well, right? So now you can see the gateway is online and ready to be used. Okay, so this should be your output that you should get. And you can see it is recommended to restart the gateway every time you make changes to the gateway configuration. right? So right now we won't restart, but let's see how it works. You can see now gateway is connected, and now I will close this, and I will just close this as well. All right. So this is how you install the gateway. Now what we will do, I will come back over here, and here you can see I will go to my workspace. All right, and we have published a sales dashboard. So I'll go to my sales dashboard. So here you can see this is the sales dashboard I have, and this is its semantic model. Here you can see this is semantic model is nothing but its data source which has been published. So with the report, its data source also get published, and here I have one more option, and I will go here and go in the settings over here, right? So now when I go in the settings here, you can see you have a gateway and cloud connection. So I'll just click on here, and you can see I have just right now it is on, and here you can see my personal gateway which I just installed, and it is running on swapnjeet. Running on swapnjeet nothing but it is my local laptop, its name is swapnjeet, right? So that is how it created. And now here you can see the sales data, the credentials is sales data, and that sales data which is available in my local by which I created that report. And when I click on edit credentials, here you can see if I cancel this right now, you can see fail to test the connection between data source. So I will just click on edit connection, and I have to apply the authentication mode. And from here, the privacy level settings of this, I will just click on none right now. But whenever you are working with an organization, you have to mention the name of organization. So I'll just click on sign in. Okay. So it will take some time, and you can see the connection has been set up, and now you can see the data source connections, right? So you can see the error message has been gone, and now I have the proper connection with my data. And now actually I can click on schedule refreshes, or all the refreshes I can do on my own. So this is how you enable the gateway. As I told, it is used to have a refresh, where you can see now refresh option is there for me, and I will tell you how to work on refreshes.